Turkish military officer on a US-based assignment for NATO is seeking asylum in the United States after being recalled by the Turkish government. It follows last month's failed military coup. Reuters news agency cite US officials in their report, and Turkish officials say that the officer, Mustafa Urulu, is in fact suspected of being one of the coup plotters. Well, let's cross over live now to the Turkish capital, Ankara, where Hasan Abdullah is closely following this story. He's got more details and joins us now. Hasan, what more do we know and what do we know about the man in question here?
Well, Paul, first of all, the Foreign Ministry at the moment is not commenting on this case. What we understand from Reuters is that this person has been named as Rear Admiral Mustafa Ulu, who was working at the headquarters of NATO's Allied Command transformation in Norfolk in Virginia. Now, what we do know from officials here in Ankara is that this person was actually under investigation even before the coup. He had been called back to Turkey on the 9th of July. And he had not responded to the call from Ankara. He had not returned to the country. And then we understand that on the 22nd of July, he left his badges at the NATO headquarters where he had been working, and then he disappeared. Now, the officials here are not confirming anything to do with the asylum request at the moment, but they are saying that the man in question was actually under investigation even before the coup attempt, and then he was formally discharged from the military when the military high command council met at the end of July. So he had actually been called to Turkey on the 9th and he had disappeared.
Hasan, this couldn't really come at a worse time, could it, for US-Turkey relations?
That's right. Obviously, the relations are already tense, and what government officials here in Ankara are saying is that this is going to be another litmus test for the United States. They're saying that this is a very clear-cut case. Even before the coup, a person was under investigation. He had been called to Turkey. However, there was no cooperation from the NATO authorities at the moment. Now, what we understand from officials is that there's going to be some back-channel diplomacy, and after that, they're going to be formally asking the United States to cooperate on this case, because, of course, there's already a feeling in Ankara within the powers of corridor that if the United States was not directly involved somehow in this coup, then it was at least somehow privy to this case. This is a very common feeling here in Ankara when you talk to the ruling AK Party members or even the opposition members. So, of course, the timing is certainly very bad for the relations between the two countries.
OK, Hasan, thank you very much for that update.